Today, I'm going to show you guys how I was able to make $265 trading Nasdaq. Let's get right into it, straight to the point. If this is your first time here, welcome to Trader Studio. My name is Rudy. I have an identical twin brother, Robert, who also trades. He also makes videos on this channel. Welcome. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But I want to get straight to the point. I don't want to waste anybody's time. I'm going to show you how I made $265. So, for transparency purposes, first, I want to show you that this is on 5 funded accounts. As you can see here, I've got all my accounts, Rudy's 5 accounts. If I hit this drop down menu, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 funded accounts. And then now for more transparency, I went ahead and took a screenshot of my actual stats for the day. So as you can see, I did take this trade on Nasdaq M&Q. So I did do this on micro contracts, and then it was right at 8:30 a.m. So that is market open for my time. I'm in Central Time. Market open 8:30 a.m. And then as you can see, a realized P&L of $53. Now that's on one account. As you can see right here, that this is on my Express account. 86 is the last two. If I move this over a little bit, I've got 86 right here, and you can match that and pause it just to make sure that it's the exact same numbers and everything. But this was today, and then obviously I've got this 4 more times. So that is for transparency purposes. This is, like I said, on 5 funded accounts, and I'll get right into it. And then you can actually see my markups for the day, and then I'll show you guys that later. But let's get right back into trading view. So this is in replay mode. Full disclosure before I get into the breakdown, this is obviously replay mode. Every single trader in the world is the best on replay mode. So I don't want this to come off like that at all. It's replay mode. The strategy can win, but it can also lose. There have been many days where I have lost, many days where I have won. So please keep that in mind if you're new to trading. And even if you've been trading for a while, it's replay mode. This doesn't happen every single day. Let's just get right into it. So we are on a 15-minute time frame on Nasdaq, as you can see here. So what I am doing for this particular day, I'm going to be marking off my support and resistance zones on the 15-minute time frame. So as you can see here, we had price trying to break here and here, and it just kept resisting. So I'm going to mark my resistance there. And then obviously here we've got some support. Price found support here, went up, resisted, and then we had support here. So I'm going to make my support and resistance on the 15-minute, and then I'm going to drop down to the 5-minute time frame, and I'm going to try to fine tune these a little more. So I'm going to move this resistance up here. This is where price action was, and then this support is actually pretty perfect. Now, one thing that I did do on this day as well, we do have some trend lines, as you can see here. So I did mark that off. I was anticipating if we broke this support, broke this trend line, and this is a pivot point right here. If you are new and you haven't seen, one of the indicators that we do use is pivot points. So it's just right here, pivot point standard, and that's exactly what that is. And then I'll go ahead and show you all of my stats for that too, or all of my settings for that. I just use traditional auto, and then my number of pivots back. This is daily. So you can have this go back 10 days and it'll just keep showing you on the screen. So that's what that is. Pivot points is basically just support and resistance zones that price likes to react off of. And then you're going to see that here in a second of how perfect these did react off of those pivot points. So right here it's 8:15. So I'm going to go ahead and skip to 8:25 a.m. So right here, this is 5 minutes right before the market opens. I'm getting ready to take a trade and see what happens with Nasdaq. So I'm going to go to the next one, and this is going to be the market open. So as you can see here, we were up, and then I also was at the same time looking at Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, and as you can see here, they were up for the day, and then they completely reversed. But at the time, price was going up on pretty much everything on these tech stocks. So what I did, I waited for this previous high to get broken, and then I was targeting this right here. Here's my entry, and I was keeping my stop loss. I usually do like a 20-point stop loss, but it's still within that candle. So I actually just kept it right under that wick of that candle. It was like a 23-point stop loss is what I had. And then I was targeting this pivot point. So I'm going to move my take profit there. And then as you can see, this was a 1.55 risk to reward. So let's see exactly what happened with NASDAQ. So this was the next 5-minute candle. And then as you can see there, let's go to the next one. Price action literally tapped. I'm going to move this because it's kind of hard to see, but tapped that exact pivot point right there, as you can see. And then it completely reversed, but my take profit was hit for the day. This was my entry. Take profit was hit. I was out of the trade. Now, when you're in these, there's not going to be a specific, when this happens, do this at this exact time. This is when you go break even. Your profits are going to be your profits. Handle it how you want to. If you want to close when price is here and you have a 1-to-1, you can do that. You want to hold till that pivot point, you can do that. You want to go break even. On this particular day, I literally just held my stop here, didn't go break even at all. And then once my pivot point got hit, I was out of the trade. Now, after that, let's go ahead and play this. You can see price action did reverse. Now, I did have this support here, and it looks like price did break this support, this trend line, this pivot point, and then it kind of did bounce around here for a little bit, and then I'm just going to hit play. And then after that, it ended up going all the way down for the rest of the day. I didn't take this trade. I'm not going to lie. I was feeling the FOMO on this because I was watching it. I just didn't take it. And I missed it, but I was totally happy with that because I had this profit here, and that was it. So what I said at the start of the video with the pivot points, you can see exactly where it touched here, and the price just likes to react off of these pivot points. Look where it's rejecting for support and resistance, and it comes down here. Looks like it just kind of broke through there, but it came back, retested, and then now it's back. So that's pretty much it. That's the video, and then again, I wanted to show you guys, this is exactly how I had it marked up on my Trade Evade account. You can see here on the bottom, 8:30 a.m. I had my resistance here, I had my support here, and then that trend line. Once price action broke up here, I took the trade, and then I was done, and then I was out of the trade.